If you used to love drawing, but now it feels a bit distant or hard, this video is for you, because I've been there too. I'm someone that has always drawn ever since I was little. It was my way to relax after school, escape, and just enjoy being creative. But somewhere during these past few years, I kind of stopped doing it for fun. Not because I didn't love it anymore, but because life just got really busy. Studying, deadlines, distractions. I only drew something when I had to, but not really for myself. And when I did have the free time, I would just doom scroll on my phone instead of picking up a pencil. Maybe you felt this too lately, like this kind of pull back to drawing, but there's kind of this weird pressure that makes it really hard to start. You want to enjoy it, but you don't know how. That is what this video is about. Not a challenge, not a course, just tips that helped me reconnect to drawing and made it feel fun again. No perfect sketchbook, just you, your pencil, and a reminder that art can be joyful again. So let's dive into it. Embrace imperfection, so be kind to yourself. First and hardest hurdle is letting go of that perfectionism. As one of my teachers once said, doubt and perfectionism is the death of creativity. When we expect every drawing to be perfect, we just set ourselves up to be disappointed. Every time a sketch would go bad, I would just tear it out of my sketchbook. In my sketchbooks, I can still see the marks of papers that I just teared off. And now I will purposely let those sketches in my sketchbook and allow my sketchbook to be messy, so full of scribbles, funky sketches, and half-finished ideas. And I'm totally okay with it. In fact, allowing yourself to make mistakes is the only way we will really improve. So give yourself the permission to just draw badly. Draw things that will never see the light of day. It's just fine. The moment you drop that weight of an expectation, drawing just will become playful again. Just be gentle with yourself and celebrate that you're picking up a pencil at all. Just remember that your sketchbook, it's a place for you to be free. Start small and low pressure. When you're restarting, ease in with tiny low-stake drawings. Instead of planning a big project, draw something very small and quick. One thing that really works for me is making mini doodles in the corner of a page. I will actually do this very often when I'm listening to a lecture or I'm calling with someone, and I will make these tiny little doodles. Just take, for example, a sticky note and doodle on there as well. It will just feel less intimidating because it's just so small to judge. Another great idea is to set a short timer for only 5 minutes and draw anything that you want until the timer stops. Just doodle for that time. Often you will just feel better once you've gotten past the blank page. And you can even overlap your doodles and it can just create a fun little artwork. The key here is to make drawing approachable again. I want you to give yourself tiny wins. A 3-minute drawing on a scrap paper or even an outline of a mug. All of these are drawing. By keeping it just short and small, you will trick your brain to not overthink it too much, because it will not feel like a big investment or it won't feel like you're wasting your page. Just on a little piece of paper, you're just doodling and creating something. So over time, when you're making these little sketches, your fear of starting on a blank space will just fade. And if I helped you so far, make sure you like this video and also subscribe to get back into drawing and our creativity together. Play and experiment with new things. Remember when you were a kid and you used to draw with no rules, mixing crayons and markers and even drawing purple trees? It's time we get back into that spirit of playing around. It's honestly one of the best ways to shake up your tools and your themes. If you always draw with a pencil, maybe it can be fun to grab some markers or a watercolor palette and make art with it instead. New tools will often spark new inspiration. You might even discover something fresh about your style by changing your medium. The idea is that you break out of your usual routine. As an exercise, I want you to make a doodle or a drawing where you combine 2 or 3 different media and also colors. We want to be a little crazy. I want you to draw something that's not the usual color that it should be. For example, let's make a drawing that's pink or combine 2 colors, red and green. And you can even make it more fun by combining the mixed media together. And go with the goal of having fun and seeing what happens. Give yourself the permission to just play around. And at the very least, you can remember and remind yourself that art can be fun and also a bit silly. So draw what you love and not what you should draw. One of the big reasons that we use our love for drawing is because we draw what we think we should draw instead of what we actually want to draw. Maybe you see an amazing artwork online and you feel this urge to draw the same way, or you set up these extreme goals where you want to draw 2 hours and study, for example, anatomy, because that is what serious artists do. Draw what genuinely interests you, not what you think that is expected from you. Reconnect with topics that made you fall in love in the first place with drawing. Did you used to love drawing animals, or maybe you love fashion designs, or maybe you really were into cartoons as a kid? It's okay to draw those again. Follow your own curiosity and your personal passions. Those are the drawings that will just naturally feel fun. And also draw for your eyes only. Because if the thought that showing your sketchbook to others feels a bit tense, then just keep it private. Because having your own private space can feel more liberating. Another trick, if you're stuck with what you should draw, is to look around at you. There are so many ideas and references that you can draw. So you can just grab a everyday object. For example, it could be a mug from your matcha in the morning. You can draw your hand or maybe your shoes and just sketch that. Observational sketching will just clear your mind off a bit because you're not thinking about anything than just the object in front of you. And over time, the creative ideas will just flow back. And a very important thing is to ask yourself why you are creating art. Is it to tell a story, or maybe you just want to relax? Maybe you're trying to capture a moment. Reconnecting with why you love art in the first place will help you fall in love with it all over again. Celebrate progress and focus on the process. When we feel like art isn't fun anymore, a lot of the time it's because we're fixating on the outcome. Is my drawing good? Did I even improve? Will other people like it? I have this question very often. So let's step back from that mindset and please start celebrating the process instead of the art product. I think a good exercise would be to look back at your old drawings. I even hang up all my old drawings, and a few of them are also new ones. And I don't want you to criticize your drawing, but to actually see how far you've actually come. You can flip through old sketchbook and notice your improvements. Maybe your lines are way more confident now, or maybe you understand light and shadows better than you did a few years ago. Over the years, I got a better eye at looking at details, and also I feel like I've definitely become better at drawing needs drawings. I've also even learned new skills, like for example digital art on my iPad, so you might be surprised at how far you've already come. Instead of acknowledging what's wrong, focus on what you've done better. I want you really to give yourself credit for any tiny bit of growth. Also, let go of always finishing until it's perfect. Sometimes you just need the sketch be for what it is. Some of my favorite drawing sessions lately has just been doodling around and not making perfect sketches, because I just felt happy doing it. So drawing more as a way of relaxing instead of putting this pressure on myself. I want you to remind yourself that not every sketch should be a masterpiece. It can also be an experiment. And please remind yourself that the ultimate goal is to just have fun again. Every line you draw is a step forward into your creative journey. So if you've made it this far, I hope that you're feeling a little more helpful and also excited to draw again, even if it's just a tiny doodle on a scrap of paper. And please know that you are not alone in this struggle. I've had often times where I felt very discouraged with my own art, and it does not mean that you're not a real artist, or definitely that you're not good good enough. Sometimes a creative blockage is just part of the process. So consider this as an invitation to that creative spark inside of you. Draw something small, something silly, or just that scares you. Doesn't matter as long as you let yourself enjoy the act of drawing again. It's just you, your sketchbook, and something to draw with. So let me know in the comments which tip helped you the most. I definitely would love to hear your thoughts. Personally, for me, it's just doodling around. I always do this. In lecture, I will just doodle as much as I can. I love to do it so much, and sometimes I just can't help myself. So thank you for hanging out with me and talking with me about art. And I just hope that you feel a bit inspired to scribble something today. And definitely do not forget how fun it is. We are in this creative journey together, and I'm honestly so excited for you to discover the joy in drawing again. So happy sketching and welcome back.